Hello friends, myself Subrata Mukherjee and you are watching my channel Dr. Subrata Mukherjee Distance Learning in Commerce. Today I am going to discuss another problem on contract costing. This is lecture number 3 and you can see the other lectures in the playlist section of the channel. Here I will be discussing about contract costing and the escalation clause. I expect all the viewers will subscribe my channel and communicate about this channel with the students of commerce so that they can be benefited with the lectures that I have uploaded in this channel. GS Construction undertook a contract for rupees 8 lakh from 1st January 2020. The particulars in regard to the contract for the year ended 31st December 2020 were as follows. Materials purchased rupees 1,25,000, wages paid 90,000, direct expenditure rupees 10,000, general overhead rupees 15,000, depreciation of plant rupees 12,000, materials in hand on 31st December 20, 29,000, wages accrued on 31st December 20, rupees 10,000, cash received from contractee being 80% of work certified rupees 2,40,000, uncertified work at cost rupees 10,000. The contract did contain an escalation clause as stated below. In the event of prices of material and rates of wages increase by more than 5%, the contract price would be increased accordingly by 25% of the rise in the cost of materials and wages, beyond 5% in each case. It was found that from the date of signing the deed, the prices of materials and wages rates increased by 20% and 25% respectively. The value of work certified does not take into account the effect of the above clause. Prepare the contract account showing the profit or loss on the contract to be transferred to profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 20. So here we are going to prepare the contract account. So I am writing here contract account. So the first item given is regarding the purchase of material. So on the debit side, I have to record to materials purchased and the amount is rupees 1,25,000. The next item is the amount of wages paid is rupees 90,000. Then direct expenditure. So direct expenditure I have to record here. And the amount is rupees 10,000. Next is general overhead. So to general overhead and the amount is rupees 15,000. Next is depreciation of plant. So I have to record here to depreciation of plant rupees 12,000. Next is accrued wages. It means that the amount has already been incurred, but the amount has not yet been paid. So to wages outstanding, I have to record it here as rupees 10,000. Then the materials at site or in hand it is given at 29,000. So I have to record it on the credit side as buy material CD as 29,000. Next item is the cash received, which is 80% of the work certified. So the balancing figure in the first part will give the cost of work till date and the amount of value of work certified will be recorded in this part. So here I am writing by WIP, that is work in progress, and value of work certified. Now cash received is given as 2,40,000 and this is 80% of work certified. It means 2,40,000 by 80% is rupees 3 lakh. So if you calculate that 3 lakh, multiply this with 80%, you will get 2,40,000. So value of work certified is rupees 3 lakh, and 80% of rupees 3 lakh is 2 lakh 40,000, and cost of uncertified work is for rupees 10,000. Now we have to calculate what is the cost that has been incurred till date. This is the first part that I have to write here. So the total cost incurred is 2,62,000 is the total of the debit side, and the balancing figure of the credit side, I have to write it as by balance CD. This is the cost of work till date, or this is 2,33,000. Now I have to brought it down on the debit side as to balance BD. Brought down balance is 2,33,000. Now there is a escalation clause in the question. So it is stated as, in the event of prices of material and rates of wages increase by more than 5%, the contract price would be increased by 25% in the increase of cost of material and wages beyond 5%. It means I have to calculate what is the increase in price. And it is given that the prices of material and wages has increased by 20% and 25% respectively. Okay, so let us do a small working in order to find out what will be the increase in the value of contract. Okay, so here I am doing the small working. So working note, that is calculation of the escalation amount. So cost of, first I am to write cost of material used. What is the cost of material used? So 1,25,000 is the amount of material purchased, and 29,000 is the value of material which was there in hand. So cost of material used is for rupees 96,000. That is 1,25,000 minus 29,000. You will get 96,000. So this is the actual cost of material that was used in the contract. Now, what was the budgeted cost of material? So I am writing here the budgeted cost of material. So it is given that the cost of material increase as by 20%. So what was the budgeted cost of material? That is 96,000. Multiply this with 100 divided by 120. You will get rupees 80,000. So 80,000 was the budgeted cost of material, but there has been an increase of 20%. So 80,000 multiplied by 120% will give 96,000. So there has been an increase of 16,000. But it is given in the question that up to 5% increase, there will be no increase in the value of contract. It means that I have to add it here, the budgeted cost of material, add allowance limit of 5% increase. So up to 5% increase, there will be no increase in the value of contract. So allowance limit of 5%, that is 80,000 is the budgeted cost of material. Now you multiply this with 5%, you will get 4,000. So up to 84,000 cost of material, there will be no increase in the value of contract. But since it has increased up to 96,000, so there will be increase of 25% of the difference in the value of contract. Therefore, escalation clause applicable in increase in material cost that is 25% of 96,000 minus 84,000. So you will get 25% of 12,000. So that is 3,000. So 3,000 will be the increase in the value of contract for increase in material cost. Similarly, you have to calculate what is the increase in the value of contract due to increase in the labor cost. So cost of labor is for rupees 1 lakh. 90,000 is the amount that has been paid and 10,000 is the amount outstanding. So this is the actual cost of labor. I am writing here as actual cost of labor. And what was the budgeted cost of labor? So budgeted cost of labor was 1 lakh. Multiply this with 100 divided by 125 because it is given that there was an increase in the labor cost by 25%. So your budgeted cost of labor is for rupees 80,000. So if you multiply the budgeted cost with 125%, you will get 1 lakh. It means the budgeted cost of labor was rupees 80,000. Now again, there was a threshold limit of 5%. So beyond 5%, escalation clause will be applicable. So I have to add the allowance limit of 5%. So allowance limit of 5% increase. So 80,000 multiply this with 5% will give you 4,000. So up to 84,000 in the labor cost, there will be no increase in the value of contract for increase in labor cost. But actually, the labor cost has increased from 84,000 to 1 lakh. So there is increase of rupees 16,000. So therefore, escalation clause applicable on increase in labor cost is 25%. Multiply this with the difference of the actual labor cost and the maximum labor cost which was allowed in the contract, that is 84,000. So budgeted cost was 80,000 and up to 5% increase, that is 84,000, there will be no increase in the value of contract due to escalation clause. Now, since there was an increase of 16,000, so 25% multiply with 16,000 is rupees 4,000. Therefore, increase in the value of contract price is rupees 7,000. 3,000 for material and 4,000 for labor. So due to escalation clause, there will be increase of 7,000 in the value of contract price. So you can see the working note of the escalation clause in one screen. So cost of material used is 96,000 and the budgeted cost of material was 80,000. Up to 5% increase of material, there will be no activation of escalation clause, that is up to 84,000 in the cost of material. Escalation clause is not applicable. But since the actual cost of material is 96,000, so there is an increase of 12,000 in the cost of material. So 25% of 12,000 is the increase in the value of contract due to increase in the cost of material. So 25% of 12,000 is 3,000. Similarly, for the increase in the labor cost of 16,000 from the allowance limit of 84,000, there was an increase of 4,000 in the value of the contract price due to the increase in the labor cost. So actual labor cost incurred was 1 lakh and the budgeted labor cost was 80,000. 1 lakh multiply with 100 and divided by 125 because there was an increase of 25% in the cost of labor from the budget. So, and the allowance limit was 5% of the budgeted cost. So, up to 84,000, there was no increase in the value of contract price. Now, escalation clause applicable for the increase in the cost of labor is 4,000. So, total escalation clause increase is for 7,000. So, in the contract account, I have to write it here in this part as escalation clause for rupees 7,000. And the difference, you will get the notional profit. So, notional profit is for rupees 84,000 and the total is 3,17,000 in the second part of the contract account. Now, coming to the third part, I have to calculate what will be the amount that will take into profit and loss account. So, by notional profit BD, this is basically the accounting profit, 84,000. And to profit and loss account, this will be 1/3 because it is the value of work certified is less than 50%. So 1/3 multiply this with 84,000, multiply this with the amount of cash received, that is 2,40,000 divided by value of work certified. So value of work certified was 3 lakh and there will be increase of 7,000 due to the escalation clause. So the amount that will be credited to PL account will be 21,889 and to WIP provision is for rupees 62,111. So this is the contract account. So you can see the contract account in one screen. And now I have to record the balancing figure just below the contract account. So on the credit side, I have to record the wages outstanding for rupees 10,000. The material in hand will be written as 29,000. Then WIP, value of work certified. In the inner column, you can write as 3 lakh. Add cost of uncertified work, rupees 10,000. Add escalation clause, rupees 7,000. Total 3,17,000 and subtract the amount of provision for rupees 62,111 and you have to write 2,54,889. So I expect all the students have recorded the question with solution in your notebook. And if you find any difficulty in understanding, feel free to communicate with me through email and the WhatsApp number given in the description box. Thank you. Thanks for watching the lecture.